we've probably put out 10 to 20% of what we have ready to go, what we have written at least.
Oh, yeah.
And we're sitting on, as far as recorded music, over an hour of music right now, ready to go. It just needs to be uploaded and released, and it will
Yeah.
come out in due time. But yeah, can't give you everything all at once.
Well, I think that's been one of the toughest things for us recently is we have so many ideas at hand that we're having to pick and choose things now, and we've never had to do that before.
Yeah, before
It was always
we kind of
go,
always just wrote things and just immediately rushed them out. And
mm-hmm,
it's very tempting, I think, for a lot of musicians. I think a lot of people deal with this. That it is, as soon as you're done with something, you want the world to hear it. You want everyone
mm-hmm,
to hear it. You want to share it. And I don't think it's as effective for the listener to just get bombarded with content, or with, maybe not with content, but with music. Simply because, if you've ever bought like a video game or something and you buy a couple of them, I mean, this is just a personal experience I've had. You buy a couple of video games at one time and you play a little bit of each when you get it, but you don't really enjoy any one of them uh, like you would, or you only enjoy one of them. The other two get kind of thrown on the back burner if, say,
right.
you're working with three. So I think it's a tempting thing for artists to just throw it out and let people hear it immediately.
Yeah. Well, you're also
And
very excited about it.
right,
Um, if you've created something and you want the world to hear it, and why not just throw it out there
yeah,
without any plan? Um, and I'm not saying you can't do that. You can. Just you have to. Your expectations have to be correct if you're gonna do that.
yeah, you got to be mindful of how much people are going to be able to take in.
Right.
Um, it
Because
it
like I said,
is,
we've done that.
yeah,
You know we've recorded an album, and then whatever it was, a month later we're like, here's the album.
yeah, yeah,
And you know we're super excited about it, but that's just not the way. uh, that's just not the most efficient way to put your art out there.
yeah. I agree. We've done it twice.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
you, I'm sure people that are familiar with us have heard our album Affinity, which I would say is really our kind of our debut album.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we probably should have promoted that a lot more before we put it out.
I mean, we can go into everything that's happened with the albums.
Yeah, let's do it.
um I mean, I guess it depends on how far back you want to go.
Let's just talk about it all, and we'll find what's relevant.
Okay, so for those of you out there that are familiar with us, because I know we've got questions about, hey, where'd this album go? It was on Spotify or YouTube or whatever, and now it's not there. I can't find it anywhere. And basically what happened was, like we said, we wrote and recorded two albums and did not put the marketing, or we didn't do any planning, I don't think. Not really.
Yeah, we relied solely on uh, playing locally, playing shows,
And word
and
of mouth.
yeah, and we sold quite a bit of physical copies
Mm-hmm.
of both of them, really. But yeah, I mean, it just we put out that album and a lot of content related to that album. And I mean, people are still sending us messages asking about it and where it went, this and that. And I like that. I mean, I love it. But at the same time, I feel like that album deserved more from us,
For
more
sure.
effort. And, we went through a lot to put it together. It wasn't easy. We spent a lot of time on that album, writing it, and recording it. Everybody that was involved, Nathan, Taylor, everybody, not just the band members. So I think we owe it to everyone involved to actually give it a fair shake.
Yeah, give it its due. Yeah, I mean, I think we did a small marketing campaign for one of the singles off of there, which was fine. It worked. I mean, we were in magazines and Paste and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But the album itself is better than what it got, and that's because we didn't put enough effort into marketing and all the things that go into releasing an album.
We can't tell you what we're doing with it right now
No.
because it's not time. That's part of what
Not-
we're
not
talking
yet.
about. It's part of the marketing. But
Yeah.
rest assured, everyone that has asked about Affinity, you will be rewarded for your patience.
It's not gone.
It's not gone, and all I'll say is it's been improved
Yeah,
greatly.
for sure.
Greatly. So I would expect for people to start hearing about it or things related to it by the end of the year. So
Yeah.
hang tight. Until then, we have the Marfa Lights
Yeah.
and something else right around the corner.